Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Tayven Feldpausch of Olivet football. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So, I know the season. I know your senior season is complete. Your football career is complete as well. I know this was a season that not a lot of people expected. I'll just say that not a lot of people expected this team to, with all the adversity that you guys had to deal with losing everybody, and then all the things that happened before the season. Just kind of talk about like this year, and just you guys all, we're only 3-6, but you still made the playoffs, and yeah, just kind of talk about this year.
Yeah, so I mean, going into this year, I was still confident in the guys that we had on our team. But obviously it was a really tough year. We faced a lot of tough teams, new conference. But I mean, although we were 3-6, we picked up a big win against Lansing Catholic, which kind of gave us some playoff hopes. And I'm just glad that this team this year still got to experience a playoff game, although it didn't go our way. But yeah, I mean, it was a year full of a lot of adversity, and I think it taught a lot of guys on our team some valuable lessons that we can take on from that. So
Okay, let me ask you this. I know you mentioned that. What did this year teach just you personally?
I'd say, I mean, I wouldn't say that I've never been taught this in life, but obviously there's going to be times where you're just not the top dog, like being an out or being at Olivet in the GLAC. We were able to just kind of just run teams over every week, and so it kind of taught you that you're not always just going to be at the top, and life's not just going to be easy every single day. When you become a father one day and you have responsibilities of a family, it's not going to be easy to just make all the payments and take care of everyone, and just keep everything firm. So that it just teaches you that not everything's just going to be handed to you and be so easy. You got to work for it, and you got to have perseverance through everything. So that's what it taught me.
For sure. Overall, like, what was it like just kind of leading this team?
I mean, I really enjoyed playing with a lot of young guys. We had a lot of sophomores in our starting lineup, and just it meant so much to me to be able to play with those guys and joke around with them every day, and just teach them the game of football. And just like texting with them after the season, just talking back and forth with each other. I tell them how thankful I am that I was able to play with them, and they tell me how thankful they were that I was able to teach them the things I taught them. And so I just loved being able to see, guys that are younger, because I remember when I was a sophomore and freshman, and just looking up to the older guys, and like just wanting to learn from them. So that really meant a lot that I could do that for the young guys.
Yeah, changing conferences, and all the basically playing with a lot of young guys. What was that like to just play in a new conference and then play a bunch of new teams?
It was it was kind of odd a little bit, but I liked it a lot. Just because those when every week is like going to be a tough week, and when you're looking ahead at the team, and you're like, wow, they got this guy and this guy and this guy, and they got this formation and that formation, and just a lot of new things that we didn't always see in the GLAC. So just having a big game every single week was so different, because you didn't have the teams that we were playing in the past, where we would come into the game and thinking like, oh, this is probably going to be a blowout, but how can we get better from this game? Instead, it was just a preparation week every single week of how can we prepare to beat this team, because they're all really skilled. So
Yeah. So, this season and all this. Let me ask you something. It's a question I've asked a lot of people when their high school football careers are done. But what does football mean to you?
football means a lot to me, just because when I was younger, no, like any hard things that happened in my life, football just always like picked me back up. And I mean, I have strong faith, so my faith is always my biggest thing in my life. But just being able to play this sport, and just being able to hit someone every single play, and as hard as you can, you just don't get to do that in other realms. And so just the sport just kind of giving me that escape in life was always just really meaningful to me. And then playing with my teammates, I just love being around my teammates all the time, and joking around with them, and just seeing how they play each game. And when they make a huge play and they're super excited, you don't always get to see that from the other guys. And so, like, just when I can see my friends having fun out there, it's just such a blast. And so that's why football just always means so much.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, I know, of course, a lot of people are, talking about, I know your year is not done yet. I know you got a basketball and a track season to get ready for. But what's it, I mean, it's only been a day since the season, ended, but how long, I mean, what is it going to be weird just not going, to practice and seeing all the guys every day like you have?
Yeah, I mean, it's always so weird. That's one of the hardest things, is just switching over like that. And instead of entering onto the football field, you're entering into a basketball gym every day. But I'm still gonna see a lot of the guys around, or they may follow into the basketball season, some of the guys, so and be on the same team as me, so that'll be good. But I mean, yeah, it's so hard when you have to step away from it. But you gotta just move forward, and know that it's a different season, and you got to focus on the sport that you're in. So
All right, what is your personality like, just like off the field, outside of school?
personality, like, that's a weird question to answer for myself. Um, I'd say, I don't know. I just love joking around, having fun with everybody. I love I love talking about faith with people. I really like hanging around adults, which is kind of weird, but I just like hanging around older people and just getting the wisdom from them. But I don't know too much. I don't know how to explain my personality. I guess you would probably have to ask someone else. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously you experience that a lot because you're in the workforce literally every day. So
yeah.
we kind of talked about this last time you were on, but you already kind of after this year you kind of basically got your career set. What you want to do, of course, going into trades where a lot of people are needed, but you know what what interests you about going into trades and stuff?
Well, just stepping away from sports is really hard, but I don't really know what I would want to do if I went to college. So that's part of the reason that kind of led me into trades, was just like not having to go into student loan debt, which is like a huge thing, or a huge burden on people. So that was another reason. And then I don't know, I just really liked, that's really the only trade that interested me. I don't know, I just like seeing how electricity works, and just seeing after you do a project, how everything works together. So that's that's part of the reason I liked it.
Yeah. Um, Let me see what. Okay, all right. Best moment from your high school football career.
Ooh, best moment. I'd say a really good one was when we beat Puama Westphalia my junior year. That was such a fun game, and we were able to get a big win at PW. Just seeing how excited everybody was. And but another big one was Lansing Catholic this year. That kind of had that same feeling. Our team was just able to really reunite off that win, and just feel really together after that win. And we were able to prove some people wrong with that win. So, and it kind of boosted our playoff hopes, and allowed us to get a chance at the end of the year here. So
Yeah. Last thing I'll ask you is this: what will you miss about just high school football and being with the guys? And yeah,
just kind of like how I touched on earlier, just seeing like how happy the sport can make everyone, and just seeing the love and the passion that everybody has for the sport. And then the coaches, just great leaders, great guys, strong Christian guys that just teach us that there's more to life than just football. But they also know how to coach, and they lead us on the field really well, and They make the right calls, and they train us the correct way, and they teach us discipline. But just the way that they can teach you the values of life that you can hold on to after high school is just there's just nothing like football. So
Yeah. All right. Well, Tayvon, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. And best of luck in basketball. This is not and is track as well. And we will definitely have you on again sometime later in the year.
all right, thank you, appreciate you having me.